All right, there's 3 multiple choice. Only 3. Only 3. I think if I didn't, I'll tell you now. There are 13, but before you panic, I'll say like short answer for your response. Right, and the motivation was, for those, they should be easier because I'm allowing safe stops rather than you simplifying toward multiple choice. So I think you're gonna prefer that they are short answers rather than multiple choice. Let's just do what I think should be a simple one. X squared plus cosine x plus c. Yeah, there definitely won't be there will not be an I Heart Calc because there's not enough on there to make it. So most of the 13 are like that. So let me just pick on some people here. I like picking on people. Ambria.
I'm sorry.
Ambria, what's the antiderivative of x squared? Up the power by 1, divided by the new power. All right. Shh. Autumn, how about the antiderivative of cosine of x? Sine of x. And that's gonna lose you 2 points if you put that as your answer. So, a couple of comments. Don't forget the plus c, because on multiple choice, they all had the plus c. Like, I need to make sure they remember to put the plus c. So if I remove the multiple choice, then they've got to remember the plus c. Again, I'm gonna cap how many points you can lose. Like if you forget plus c on all 13, I'm not going to take off 2 points 13 times and have you lose 26 points because you forgot plus c. That would be terrible. I'll cap it at, I don't know, 6 or 8 or something. It's important, but it's not 26 points important.
6 or 8 is
sad.
So basically, the short answer for your response is like, it's going to be one of those where you're pretty much working it out as you go, and that's your answer.
That's it, yeah.
You're showing a bunch of steps.
You're showing, yeah. They're not even bunch of steps on that one.
Right.
McKenna?
Can we write that S thing, or can we just write equals?
Well, like this would be the problem. This would be your answer.
Okay, I don't have to write it again. I can just write the answer.
Correct.
Unless you're ready to function.
I mean, if you wanted to show me that you were going to do these separately, we never even did this.
No, I think that's okay then. Because
I mean, that's what we did, but no one ever shows that. They just Ashley. I don't think there are.
Are you sure? There's always a limit on there. Don't.
Abby. Okay, so yes, let's keep going. Some safe stops there. This one didn't really need any safe stops. So what would be one that needed a safe stop? Try to think of one that would work. Here we go. Oh, let's do that one. So kind of reviewing as we go here. That looks like 2 more chances to pick on people. Let's make that 1 over x squared so that we know how to work it. All right, Dylan, you get the easy one. Jace gets the hard one. Sorry, Jace. Dylan, how about the antiderivative of 3x to the 5th? Okay. So I did that problem to illustrate safe stop, and then Dylan just blew past my safe stop, which is completely okay. He gave the right answer, But some of you are going to slow it down. You're going to increase the power by 1 and divide by the new power and leave it at that. That's an okay stop. Dylan did that in his head, which is fine, and made it 1/2. Jace, how about the antiderivative of 1 over x squared?
-1 over x.
Very nice. Anybody need to see where that came from? Because that was a few steps that Jace did in his head there. You need to change it to an exponent, at least in your head. You may not have to write it down, but at least in your brain you change it to an exponent. Then you can increase the power by 1 and divide by the new power. And that's a safe stop. But you could also change it, but I'll box it up because safe stops are okay. So the short answer allows for safe stops. And then there is one 4-part, more traditional free response, part A, B, C, D, kind of what we think is the normal free response type question. So 13 plus 3 plus 4 parts is 20 times 5 points each makes 100.
Wait, what do you think
It's always at my expense. Each 4 parts, each 4 parts, each 5.
So the free response is 20
So
that's
that
why
FRQ
people
is 11.5.
Okay, so you're close. You're close. They're trying to guess the 4-part free response, and that's a really good guess. Left, right, mid, trapezoid, but that's not it. Because we also did some other over and under estimates and why, and yes, now you're really getting.
Oh, there's also that one where it's like you gotta use the 2 points.
The other reason to do short answer rather than multiple choice is free response. All right, so if there's 2 parts to the answer, if it's multiple choice and you miss one of the parts, you miss the question. If it's free response and you get part of it right, but you mess up a sign somewhere, I can take off 2 points rather than 5 points. That's my thinking.
So the 4-part free response is only 5 points?
5 points for each piece to get to 20. Yeah, 3 plus 13 plus 4 makes 20.
So is the 4 part just going to be like doing the rectangle thing for
What do you think the 4-part free response is going to be? Sums, but also over underestimate, depending on if it's increasing or decreasing or concave up or down, those kind of things. Again, you don't memorize any of those, you sketch it out and figure it out. Okay, so that's the structure of the test. How about the topics on the test? That is. Am I going to post it? Yes, there it is. Consider it posted, Jake. I will post this video if you really want to go back and watch the video again.
Oh, yeah, maybe that.
Post the answer key. There we go. I post an answer bank anyway.
Oh, yeah. Oh, make it like a word search.
I don't think I've gotten above 100 points.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, we were just talking about that.
Those are the only 3 things we did. Now, let's be careful here, because antiderivatives, it's easy to write that as like one topic, but that's going backwards for all of the derivative rules. So, that's a little bit maybe misleading to say, oh, antiderivatives, that's just one thing. Because within that, it was 3 worksheets. There's polynomials, there's trig, there was lots of algebra, Oh, there was exponents. Like e to the x. Riemann sums. Addie listed the four. What are the four types of Riemann sums, Addie? Tell us again. And then also over, under. We say based on circumstances or properties or.
Can you give a little example of that? Because I wasn't.
On over, under.
Like if it's increasing, can you do the scores?
Yes, I will. I'll come back to that. To answer McKenna's question from earlier, the antiderivative and summation going back and forth, two multiple choice, and they're not the multiple choice thing where it's Roman numeral, 1 and 2, 2 and 3. It's just straightforward match it up.
So there's one extra multiple choice. So what's the other one?
And
It's gonna be.
It's like f(x) plus
Oh, yeah.
The third one?
There you go.
Wait, what was that?
So the third multiple choice is like the one where it's like, do the antiderivative of f prime of x. So it's like f of x plus.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot about that. But yes, I told you that.
Those are I like those.
Wait, because we're going on the
Yep. Process of elimination. Piece it all together. I did tell you that was going to be on there. Yep. Okay, so let me stop this.
Kind of like the